In addition to door 159 which we previously tested, session 145 is another well-known model. It's got an updated look and very smooth features altogether. The measurements and the flat bottom of this board result in a great gliding performance, also for heavier riders. It's made of soft flex. Although acceleration on this board consumes a certain amount of energy, the overall performance is still considered pretty decent. Upwind performance of the session 145 is altogether light and easy. It's optimal for those who want to minimize the lateral drift and not to put too much pressure on the heels, because of the foot strap position located on the middle axis. The bottom line is sufficiently bent up, so that the 5 cm fins don't block the switching of the board, which already requires an average force. The board provides a very good grip in terms of all radii for minimal effort. Although this one is rather large, the soft flex makes the board highly agile and adds a great pull along the edges. The softness of the flex provides a very smooth running experience. On one hand, the body of the board deals easily with the choppy water, and the rest of the features combined result in a very comfortable run. Let's take a look at the control level provided by session 145. No problems here, the board suits all the conditions and tricks one wants to try. It's very well balanced and easy to handle. The only point we found slightly disturbing is the position of the foot straps, which is far in the middle. It makes reducing pressure at the edges somewhat complicated. The straps provided thus create a limited room for maneuver, which is somewhat disappointing in this case. The balance characteristics are pretty good in the hooked-in position. The qualities of the board provide a smooth takeoff into the leaps under all conditions, without influencing control levels. If you want to achieve maximum pull at the edges, you will still need to apply a certain amount of force, or have a higher weight. So, for riders who weigh less than 80 kilograms, it'll be more difficult to apply sufficient force on the heels in order to load the edges. We wouldn't recommend this board for unhooked jumps, because it doesn't offer enough power due to the soft flex. Spleene Session 145 is a great light wind freeride board for people of all weight ranges, even as light as 60 kilograms. The main target group are riders of 80 to 100 kilograms and more, who look for a board which planes quickly under low wind, simultaneously offering a high amount of comfort and control. These qualifications are thoroughly met in this case, satisfying beginners and advanced riders alike. One of the most outstanding features is the board's agility, which is simply unmatched for a product of this class. There's nothing to complain about in terms of comfort as well. The board prevents spray water due to its optimized outline, which only requires a lightweight shift to the rear foot. The landing is very well controlled as well. The board shows its benefits especially for those who prefer to plane, relying more on the fins instead of the edges, and those who can afford to invest more in their board and look for a lighter option. There's a Carbon Pro Session.